Hi everyone, welcome to Mr. B's learning channel. Today we will learn how to differentiate from first principle, that is using this formula to differentiate the given function. If you want to know more about this formula, please watch my previous video. Okay, I will do these 5 questions that is given below. All these cases you have to differentiate, you have to find f dash x from first principle. Please watch this video up until the end so that you will have an idea about this topic. Okay, I am starting to do the first question. Okay, the first question is 1.1 f of x is equal to minus x square. You have to differentiate using first principle method. So you have to find f of x plus h, because f of x plus h is there in the formula. How do you get f of x plus h? Go to f of x, replace x with x plus h. I can see x on the left hand side and x on the right hand side. Both of them will be changed. So I will write it like this: f of x plus h is equal to, the right hand side x also will be, don't forget to put bracket, minus is there, bracket x plus h square. So you can see that this minus and square both are there with x. Don't change that one. Whatever is associated with the x, leave it. That is minus and 2 with the bracket. And x, in the place of x, you have to write x plus h. Now, the right hand side, open the bracket and simplify. Here, be very careful because of negative sign outside the bracket. Here, you have to square the bracket and multiply by negative. So, it's going to be, first I am going to square, so I am keeping the negative as it is. I am squaring the bracket. Because of negative there, I am still maintaining the bracket. When you square it, the direct method that I am using, first number square it, that is x square. Then multiply 2 times x times h, that is 2xh. Then h square. So when you square a binomial, you have to get a trinomial. See, I am using the bracket because of negative still there outside. See, this opening the bracket, you can still do it using FOIL method, because some learners, they are not familiar with this method that I applied now. Those who want to go with the FOIL method, there is no problem. For that, you have to open 2 bracket because of the square. X plus h, then x plus h. Then minus still there, maintain the bracket, then open it, x times x, x square, x times h, xh, then h times x, again xh, then h times h, h square. I hope all of you know that one. That is minus, I can see the like terms, I have to simplify, that is x square, xh plus xh is going to be 2xh plus h square. See, the very same thing, I got it. But this one is a bit time consuming. For me, this is very easy. Straight away you can do it like this. Now I am opening the bracket with the minus, that is minus x square minus 2xh minus h square. See, our f of x plus h is ready. F of x is already given. Now I can go to the formula. What is the formula? I think it is better to write the formula, this type of questions when you do. F dash x is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. Now substitution. We have f of x plus h and f of x. Both you have to substitute. That is limit h tends to 0. In the place of f of x plus h, I have to write this one. Minus x square minus 2xh minus h square. Then minus in the formula, you have to write it. Then f of x. When you write f of x, you should be very careful. Especially f of x is a negative term like this question, or more than one term. You have to use a bracket, that is very important. See, minus x square, or negative number if you substitute anywhere, please use bracket. That will help you a lot. divided by h. So it's going to be, you can, after the substitution, always this type of question, something is there in the numerator to be cancelled. That is limit h tends to 0. I'm opening the bracket, so it's going to be minus x square minus 2xh minus h square. Then we can see that when you open the bracket, minus and minus going to be plus x square divided by h. You see that one? So let me write it here, the next step, that is, which is equal to, what happened in the numerator, this minus x square and plus x square will be gone, right? Same number, different sign or symbol, right? So what is left there? Limit h tends to 0 minus 2xh minus h square divided by h. So after the cancelling in the numerator, whatever is left there, definitely h is common. Then only we can take h outside, that h and the denominator h will be cancelled. Because why we are doing all these things? To cancel the denominator h. Otherwise, when you apply limit here, what happened? After the substitution, denominator h going to be 0, that is undefined. So when you are dealing with a limit, undefined condition must not come. That is why we are simplifying. See, now we got it. Limit h tends to 0. I am taking h. I can see here also h and here also h. This h goes out. That is h bracket. When this h goes out, what will be there? That is minus 2x. Then minus h square. One h goes means leaving one h there. Because h square is h times h. You know that. Divided by h. Now we can cancel it. So the denominator h is gone. So f dash x is equal to limit h tends to 0 minus 2x minus h. We got it. Now we can apply the limit because you won't get any undefined condition. So when you apply it, you will get what? How do you apply limit? Replace h, that variable which is going to 0. What is that? H with the 0. That is minus 2x minus 0. So the final answer is minus 2x. So we got it, f dash x is equal to, in this case we got it, f dash x is equal to minus 2x. Is it clear? Now the next question. What is that? Question number 1.2. That is f of x is equal to 3x square. The very same way that you did the previous question, you can do it this question. Here instead of minus, what is there? 3 is there. But all other steps are same. You know, this type of question, first principle, there are certain steps you have to follow. So here also I am going to follow the same steps. Next one is f of x plus h. It's going to be in this right hand side, wherever you see x, write x plus h. All other number, just leave it as it is, x plus h. Don't forget to use the bracket. That is very important because you are replacing x with a binomial. Binomial means two terms, x and h, right? That is 3. Now when you open it, you can use FOIL method. I'm going with the straight method, that is x square plus 2xh plus h square. Now when I open the bracket, 3x square plus 6xh plus 3h square. See, this is how I am opening. This 3 outside is going to multiply each term. So I got my f of x plus h. Then f of x already here. Now I can use the formula. What is the formula? F dash x is equal to limit h tends to, please practice this type of questions. Whenever you do, use the formula. Write the formula. That is f of x plus h minus f of x, because you must have an idea of this formula. Now you have to substitute. You are following the same steps. First f of x, that is given, then f of x plus h you have to find, then substitute in the formula, then numerator something is there to be cancelled. After the cancelling, h is the common, take it out, then cancel with the denominator, then apply the limit. All the questions, first principle you have to do, you have to follow this procedure. So now I am substituting limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h, 3x square plus 6xh plus 3h square minus f of x. Since only one positive term, you don't need to use bracket here. 3x square divided by h. Now look at the numerator. We can see 3x square minus 3x square is gone, right? So you will get what? Limit h tends to 0, 6xh plus 3h square divided by h. Now we can see h is common, that is limit h tends to 0, take h outside, 6x plus 3h, because h square, 1h goes this h and this h, leaving 1h there with the 3, right? Divided by h. Up until that time, don't apply limit. You have to wait until at the time where h, you can see that h is cancelling from denominator. Okay, after cancelling h, you will get limit h tends to 0, 6x plus 3h. Now you can apply limit. When you apply limit, what will happen? The h, you are applying limit to this function. What will happen? H approaches to 0. That is, wherever you see h, put 0 there. That is 6x plus 3 times 0. So the answer is 6x. Now moving to the next question, I will go a little bit fast because the steps are same like the previous question. Next one is f of x plus h. Then what will happen? Right hand side, wherever you see x, write x plus h with a bracket. So when you do it, 1 minus 4, this one when you open it, x square plus 2xh plus h square. Then I didn't remove the bracket because minus 4 is there outside. 1 minus 4 times minus 4 is going to multiply 3 terms, that is minus 4x square minus 8xh minus 4h square. So this is our f of x plus h. Now we are going to write the formula, that is f dash x limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. Now substitute limit h tends to 0. In the place of f of x plus h, you have to write this long one, 1 minus 4x square minus 8xh minus 4h square. Then minus f of x, since we have more than one term, use bracket, 1 minus 4x square all divided by h. So it's going to be limit, open the bracket, h tends to 0, 1 minus 4x square minus 8xh minus 4h square, minus times plus 1 is minus 1, then plus 4x square divided by h. Now we can see in the numerator same number, different symbol, plus 1 minus 1 minus 4x square plus 4x square. So what is left there is all of them having h. We can take h outside because you have to eliminate the denominator h before you apply limit. That is equal to limit h tends to 0. I'm taking h outside. So what will be there? Minus 8x minus 4h will be there inside the bracket, then h. H cancel. Now we can apply limit. Whatever is left there will not be any, we will not get any undefined condition. That is minus 8x minus 4 times 0. So the answer is minus 8x. Okay, next question is f of x is equal to 2x square minus x. You have to differentiate from first principle. Learners, I am taking these questions from the previous question paper, so it will help you a lot. So I have to find f of x plus h. Wherever you see x, we can see this term contains x, this term also contains x. Both of them must be replaced by x plus h. That is 2 bracket x plus h whole square minus this x also become x plus h bracket. Don't forget to put the bracket. So it's going to be 2 is there outside the bracket. I'm opening this binomial with the power 2 is going to be x square plus 2xh plus h square. Then the second bracket I'm opening with the minus 1 or minus outside. That is minus x minus h. I have to one more bracket left there. That is 2. I have to multiply 2 inside. So it's going to be 2x square plus 4xh plus 2h square. That is like this. Then minus x minus h. Now I have to use the formula f dash x. I'm writing formula in each of the questions because it's very important. F of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. Now I have to substitute limit h tends to 0. In the place of, I have to write this one, that is 2x square plus 4xh plus 2h square minus x minus h. Then minus the minus from the formula. Then f of x I have to write 2x square minus x. See, I used a bracket because more than one term. F of x is more than one term, so I have to use bracket h. Now I have to open the bracket, that is limit h tends to 0, 2x square plus 4xh plus 2h square minus x minus h minus 2x square, minus times minus plus x. See, like this, all divided by h. Now look at here. You can see the same number in the numerator with the opposite symbol, that is alternate symbol. Then what? Minus x plus x. You see that? Now after the cancelling in the numerator, what is left there? We can see h is common. It must be like that. That is limit h tends to 0. What is left there? 4xh plus 2h square minus h divided by h. See, now I'm going to take h common. Is equal to limit h tends to 0. I'm taking h as common from the numerator. So 4x will be there plus 2h will be there. Then minus 1 will be there because that h going out leaving 1 there, divided by h. Now we can cancel it. Now we have to apply limit. So it's going to be 4x plus 2 times 0 minus 1. So the final answer is 4x minus 1. So we got it like this. Okay, the next question is x square plus 2x plus 1. You have to find f of x plus h. It's going to be, can see x here, here also x. Both of them must be replaced with the x plus h with the bracket. Square plus 2 times this x also become x plus h, then plus 1. Now open simplify it. First term is going to be x square plus, first bracket when you open it, x square plus 2xh plus h square plus second bracket open with the 2x plus 2h, then plus 1. Now go to the formula, that is f dash x is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. I'm going to substitute limit h tends to 0. In the place of f of x plus h, I'm going to write this, that is x square plus 2xh plus h square plus 2x plus 2h plus 1. This is f of x plus h. Then from the formula, next thing is minus. Then f of x, how many terms are there in f of x? 3 terms. So use bracket x square plus 2x plus 1. Close the bracket, then divide by h. So it's going to be limit h tends to 0, x square plus 2xh plus h square, then 2x plus 2h plus 1. Then minus, opening bracket with minus, minus x square, then minus, you have to multiply to each term inside the bracket, that is minus 2x minus 1 all divided by h. Now we can see many things are there in the numerator to be cancelled, that is x square minus x square, then minus 2x plus 1 minus 1 gone, isn't it? So what is left there, that is limit h tends to 0. The one that is there in the numerator 2xh is there, then plus h square is there, then plus 2h also there divided by h. So now we can see that in the numerator h is common, right? We can take h outside, then only that h and the denominator h will be cancelled. So it's going to be is equal to limit h tends to 0, taking h outside from the numerator, that is 2x plus 2 h square is the next term. When h goes out means leaving one h there, plus here 2h, one h goes, it's going to be 2 divided by h. Now we can cancel it, then apply the limit. So it's going to be 2x, I applied the limit, the step that I am writing I already applied, which means h becomes 0. So plus 0 plus 2. So the final answer is 2x plus 2. I hope you understood now this type of questions. If it comes, I don't think that you will have a problem. There are some special cases of this kind of questions will be seen in my next video. Please wait for it. Thank you. Bye-bye.